Hello? 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 Can't. Wait, you can't hear me? You can't hear me. You can't. Wait, can you hear me now? Oh, okay. I have to put in audio input capture as a source so that you guys can hear me and not just you can see me. Wait, I'm gonna prepare that. Okay, so I'm gonna start the stream now. I'm gonna go with the transition phase. Wait, I think you guys will have to alert the GC that we're streaming, so yeah. Yeah, my inter yeah, the GC using all, yeah. And not to mention my internet's very slow. Wait, I'm gonna view the stream from my APEC account to see that if it's actually live. Okay, wait. Wait. I alerted them all. Okay. So we will be starting at 9:20. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, that's good. Concurrent viewers, let's keep it coming. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Oh, okay. Lower your encoder settings. Um, I think the meat is heavy on my. I think the meat is heavy on my CPU. So we're going to have to leave. So I'll leave for now. Okay. So I just had to so sorry guys if sorry sorry if I had to cut off the stream for a bit since I had to fix something in the settings so the stream status would be healthy. So forgive me for the inconvenience. So let's try to get the viewers up. Mhm. Hello, hello to those who are replying in the chat. Hi. So, let's begin. Hello everyone, it's EduStream and I am your host. As you can see, my name is on it's on the screen right there. Hi. What? So I am your host, Luis, and this is my group's stream. Good luck, gotta prepare for our own stream too. Haha. Okay. Ah, okay, good luck then. So, let's go on with our topic. Have you ever thought? Hmm. Have you ever thought of what? Well, have you ever thought of basic education and why we are lacking in it? Well, it's pretty, like you won't notice it at first. It's not that obvious. But if you take a moment, if you take a moment to think about it, then you would consider it's all around us. And then let's think about it some more. What can be considered as basic education in the Philippines? Well, as a start, it says that children from a very young age can get access to education around very basic academic topics like math, science, English, and it's really like the access and the progress of those children in their academics through school. But the question is, who's affected by this problem? Why do we lack in it? Well, because since we are still a developing country, it can be considered that we have lack since we have an unstable economy, as if you've heard on the news, and if not, I'll inform you now. The the inflation rate has the inflation rate is really irritating, and if ever that you're in a rich country, then your economists would know how to solve this. But if you're in a developing country like the Philippines, then it's really unstable, and we would need to have more government projects than usual, since this is a time of desperate need. As you can see, products and have their prices increased, and as for our infrastructure and our improvement on speed of transportation and our transition to the modern age, I think we are not getting there fast enough, since we have like the government has no program in order for us to donate and actually fund these government projects, because maybe taxes aren't enough. They're not enough. I mean, there's just like a small portion of those who are living in households and those who are using basic necessities, but I think it's not enough. So let's think about this simple word. What comes into your mind when you hear the word poverty? Just describe it as one word. You would think it is the state of being unable to take care of oneself. Lack. Yes, lack. Someone said here in the chat, lack. That's good. And what else? A couple of different words, basically, that I cannot say right now. So sorry. But Yeah, that's basically poverty in a nutshell, but let's see on what the dictionary says. Well, the dictionary says it's the state of being extremely poor and the state of being inferior in quality or insufficient in amount. So, if you are a person living in poverty, then you have like really insufficient amount in clothes, like you only have one set of clothes that you wear every day, and you don't have any water or food. So that is poverty in a nutshell, basically. That's what the dictionary says. And according to statistics, 2 out of 5 Filipinos are poor. So even though you think that's not a big portion, it actually is. Because poverty is what contributes to the slowness of a growing economy. So that's why s- we are not progressing fast enough economically. What's poverty got to do in education? Well, if we connect the dots together, then we can consider that poverty is connected to education, since education has like a lack of outreach to those wanting to be in school. So due to our poor state, for example in the province, we can't be reached because of the state that we are in, and because of poverty we have no advanced mode of transportation there to get there in the province fast enough to reach out to those needing education, especially little kids and those adults who have no literacy whatsoever in their life. Let's tackle the effects of poverty on education. Here's the first. It prevents children from receiving adequate education. So even though education is being implemented in the provincial areas, it's not enough. It has to be really sufficient. It has to be, has to be taken the time upon in order for children to learn sufficiently and to have, literacy, like sufficient literacy rates among children in the province, so that we all of us are like equal in communication, and it's really essential in socializing. Effects number 2. Children are more likely to drop out of school, have lower grades, and are less likely to attend college. So because of their poor state, children cannot even have sufficient education, or rather have education, or just they have uh, they have education, they can access to education, but somehow do not get enough and have more likely to drop out of school, since there is a higher chance of them having bigger responsibilities in their provincial homes. As for lower grades, as I said, they need to have sufficient literacy in order to have sufficient grades to move on to the next level of education, which gets harder and harder by the year. So in order to have sufficient grades, acceptable grades, they need to have good literacy rates. And they are more likely to attend college, since they are receiving quality education if we try to reach out to them more openly, more with more effort, so that they can achieve what they dream of, what they want to be. So, number three, it can lead to an inability to access quality school materials and technology. School materials and technology are essential to further your drive in education, because not only will it make you feel like a more literate student, it can also help you achieve what you dream what being in the future, like way quicker. As for me, I have like technology to help me discover what my conditions are, even my physical conditions, even what is disturbing me, even with my eyesight. As you can see, I'm wearing glasses. And school materials are really essential, since children are needed to have to work with different materials, and it's really like an essential tool for them to work out and be creative. So because of poverty, they cannot access that kind of skill, because they have like very poor state in life. There's very poor state of livelihood. So, number four, it has a tremendous impact on educational outcomes, and can have a long-lasting effect on a child's future. So, what poverty is trying to say when it's connected to education is that it can further hinder a child from becoming a literate citizen, a suitable citizen, rather, because they keep on living in the province and they have nothing to do about it, because they weren't educated correctly, they weren't educated sufficiently. So it's really a big impact on society, and if you don't notice that, then you really gotta be more vigilant, because that's really the only way for us to further lower the state of poverty, and how it can impact those in the farthest places. So, why is it important that we do something about the lack of education? And not only do I want you to chat here in the YouTube chat while live streaming here, but I'm also going to take your words and your sentences, and try to explain it to the audience that cannot see the chat. And I want your participation in this. I want interaction with all of us. And while you're typing, it's very important that the lack of education should be addressed, since children is the hope of the future. It's it's really it's really in their ability, in their behavior, to discover and be as curious as possible, because with only that level of wanting to learn more, will they think some innovative ideas in order to make their country or the world even better, a better place to live. So that's what I believe, because education is really important. You really have to know what the state of things are, because if you don't, then you cannot think of suitable ways to address them. And yeah, if you're not typing, well, I have nothing to do about that. Oh man. Okay. Next one. So I want you to share your stories about children who experience the lack of education, and yeah, it's really important that we listen to the state of others, especially those in need. So okay, no one's going to share. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next scene. Okay, someone said here, one of our managing moderators, Kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. Based on this quote by Jose Rizal, I believe it's important for children to receive education because they will be the future generation in society. Yes, because when they learn more, they have more knowledge. They have like more quick decision making skills and more socializing skills, social skills more like. And if we don't even maximize and cherish our childhood and learning through childhood, then what can we even implement in the future? So yeah. So this is what hap- this is the state of poor children learning in a school like this. It, from my perspective, it is very common in provincial areas and in very open neighborhood areas such as this, to encounter some school like this, to have some school like this by the government, because it's really what they can afford to do. They cannot do more because, I mean, they can ask for help, but they, but this is like sort of training ground for those who have not experienced this sort of poor state, to actually experience and see what poor children are going through. It's not like it's not like we have it's not like we have modified materials in order for us to learn properly. It's more like having resources and being resourceful, and this is like one of the prime examples of that. So here is an example of one of my group members. Here, as you can see, this is this is my group mate in a state where he is educating children. As you can see, he's the one in the cap, but I can't point that with my cursor, so I am going to have to explain it all to you. Basically, he is a teacher. He teaches young children on to draw, to write, to read even. So it's kind of like, it's not even it's not even like possible school. It's more like of an innovative program to those who really, really want to learn, because that is the way that because that's the way of of really continuing what the past has started, what the past has really started to say to us, because education became a has become a civic duty nowadays. I mean, it's a requirement to learn at school, because that's how you're going to learn the outside world. I mean, there's still books, and it's not everything. Not everything's relied on technology. So when something buffers, or when something encounters a problem, we always have a backup, and that is the traditional way, which is reading, writing, drawing, and describing. It's not like these advanced methods that we have today. It's more of like having past lessons being brought up, and to apply them so that others can learn. So that is basically it. I have nothing much else to say, although I can ask you guys, what have you got in this stream, in this presentation? Because I have a lot of I still have a lot of questions to further address this problem in the most effective way possible. And mind you, I will not stop finding a way to try and address this problem. I will try. And you know, it's really this whole presentation has been a lesson for all of us to look around and see, why are there provincial areas? Why are there areas without any buildings, with just trees? Because it's full of natural resources. With old houses, why do they have that? Because it's their territory, it's their place, and we really need to be addressing and having equality with all, because that's really the way one country, one nation can improve upon. First with its fellow men, then only then with teamwork will we further improve our qualities, such as the economy and such, and many other things. But that's really the first step: addressing and being vigilant with one another, because yeah, we are the same. So that is the end of this presentation. Again, I will repeat my name, and my name is Luz Lucena, your host, and I am this group's presenter, as called EduStream. So I will see you next time. Bye.